probably need to turn off that blur.
What in the world is going on here?
Petty all the time. Okay, wait. How do I... Wait.
This is a great intro, actually. I'm glad it's recording. No, this is it. This is why. No, this right here is exactly why.
This is why we can't have a podcast.
This is why we can't have a podcast.
Okay.
Just get
I'm
with
stopping
me.
and then starting over.
Oh, we're starting over. This is Ashton.
And this is Jen.
And this is why we can't have a podcast. Welcome back to the Homeless Person Podcast
Network.
because we both say we look like homeless people tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Like I made absolutely no effort.
Yeah, I didn't make effort either.
Yeah.
Emma walked in my office today. She had to come by and get some cash. And she said, does my hair look bad? And I was like, it's a little frizzy. And then she looked at me and she was like, really? And I said, you asked. It's like, why do people ask for your opinion?
I mean, you will tell them.
If they don't really want it.
Yeah.
No, I know I look like a homeless person every day.
No, but y'all both have that hair that will last forever.
Correct.
So
but that is something
so
I am trying to work on.
Like a slot filter?
Is caring a little bit more about myself and appearance.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just throwing it up. Some days I only put my hair up in a bun. Some days I, some days I do half.
Your hair looks good in a bun, though. Oh, you know what I got that'll help us? I got that Wonder Stain, that lip stain stuff from Facebook.
The one that
it's got purple and then it peels, and I like it.
I want to try that
because I got some light, very calm
yeah, you hear
colors.
You hear this? She falls for everything.
No, I wanted something that would not just come off because my color comes off so easy, and I like just gloss.
The only thing I've ever wanted to do is
I can't wear a dark color.
Well, see, my grandma, Kitty, she taught me growing up that you only need lipstick, blush, and mascara. Okay. And so I never am without lipstick. That is something I do not like. My car has 2 or 3 tubes of lipstick in it. Purse has a tube of lipstick in it. My favorite.
I do like champagne lip gloss.
Well,
that's what I do.
And I don't like lip gloss. I don't want stuff stick it.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, it's not sticky.
It's a matte.
It's not matte, but it's not like a glossy gloss.
Yeah. No, see, I don't like stuff that like
shines.
Like
yeah,
peels when you open your mouth.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. No, me neither.
But I love lipstick. My favorite is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It is the one thing like expense that I will spend. I mean, it's not like outrageously expensive, but I mean, for a tube of lipstick, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, if you use it all the time, like if you use your good stuff,
it is the one because it's a nude kind of natural look. It gives you a little bit of hint. But that is one thing I would like to do. I have looked into the permanent lipstick, the tattooed lipstick.
I've just seen too many nightmares. Too many nightmares of growing up in the 80s, all the women doing that with the dark red in the 80s. Like, oh my God.
They did that in the 80s?
Yes.
They tattooed?
You know what you need? Yes.
I didn't know
And it is inevitable because your lips age. They're going to age.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to do I don't want to tattoo my eyebrows.
Yours are too pretty. You do not need to tattoo.
No, but I want a natural look. Like mine are a little. This is the deal though. I do not hydrate well.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
To drink more water. I'm trying to stay more hydrated. So I always kind of have this dehydrated look on my lips a little bit.
You need some chapstick. Oh man, I've got 3 tubes of chapstick at all times.
And this is why I
soft lips.
Sometimes
chapstick.
I wonder if Jake is just reincarnated into this one. That man went
I'm here
nowhere.
to remind you.
If you knew my husband, you knew he didn't go anywhere without Carmex.
Oh, Carmex is a little aggressive for me. I don't like the smell. Aggressive. I like a good, I like the peppermint though. I like the peppermint chapstick.
I don't want any. I do have
Doesn't have much of a taste.
I do have a chapstick that's like a tinted chapstick that I do like. I keep it at work. It's like I don't know kind of brand.
See, here's my problem is I can't wear anything that gets anywhere close to starting to get red or anything like any big color.
Why? Have you ever tried?
Because it looks ridiculous on me. I look like a clown.
You did glamour shots, didn't you?
I mean, I I did do glamour shots one time, and it was a nightmare because they always want to put you in that.
Okay,
Well, then it was bright pink lipstick.
I need to
Yeah,
see
no, we do.
these glamour
Well,
shots.
I've been talking about one. We need
Okay,
to feel out
okay,
the interest because I'm wanting to do
okay.
some stuff with some
But
people.
I need to see these glamour shots.
I'll see if I can
So the
locate
glamour
those.
shots were done when I circled around.
Oh,
They didn't.
okay.
I mean, they were still
Yeah,
kind of
but they were on the
thing,
tail end,
but they were
real
on the
tail
tail
end.
end. But I love me some glamour shots.
I mean, all the big hair and the.
Well, I wish that Aquanet hair.
I mean,
We've
you
talked about this.
love that.
I love me
Yes,
some big
that
hair.
is your era. Like
But
you were a decade too late.
I was a decade too late.
You were because you would have lived it up in
Honestly,
the 80s.
I don't really know what decade because
I mean,
there are some. It's weird to me. This is why I think I want to be a time traveler. So I think
yeah,
that's why
because
I
you need
believe
to
in
fit
it
into a bunch.
because I really want to fit in a bunch of eras. Like I like the sentiment of a 50s girl. Like I like the innocent
A-line dresses, girl next door,
like the
Leave It to
innocent
Beaver,
kind of like just
Back to the
simplicity.
Future.
Like well, yeah, just like the simple aspects of life.
Yes.
The 60s, I don't really know.
Got a little wild.
They got a little wild.
60s and 70s
60s
both.
and 70s, but
Pretty
I
wild.
still, because I love that kind of peace, love, and happiness kind of
Tail end of 70s. You would like tail end of
genre.
70s.
I like the hippie look.
Yeah.
I like the, peace.
Yeah.
I would have loved Woodstock.
You would have loved all that.
That.
You would have loved the idea and aesthetic of Woodstock, but being there, looking at that
Oh
film.
no, I've watched documentaries on Woodstock.
Oh my god!
I mean, I have watched documentaries.
Both
on Woodstock.
Woodstocks. Oh, the second
Well,
one
that
is
one in the 90s.
so bad.
One in the 90s, of course it was because
a
it was
nightmare.
grunge music. But do you know that people who went to both Woodstocks say it's the best time they ever had? Like, because you're not there for the sex, Jen. You're there for the music. If you're really there, you're there for the music.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's just, I do not want to think about feces everywhere.
Okay,
I
but
just
that's because
don't.
you don't rough it
everywhere.
ever.
I mean, that's why Justin Micah laughed so hard and said, "Camping? You love camping?" I was like, "Okay, I love glamping."
So to say, you love glamping.
I have a camper.
I know you.
I like to have a shower every day.
That's right.
Shower every day.
I know you well enough to know that you actually don't like anything dirty outside.
I don't like dirtiness. I don't like dirt under my nails. I mean, and that's funny because even painting, I'm a little messy, but I like to. I don't know. I'm a clean cooker. Like when I cook, I like to clean as I cook because I don't like to be surrounded by filth. It's an OCD control type of issue.
Yet you're not OCD.
No, well, I have OCD tendencies, but I'm not like full on OCD.
OCD about you.
Yeah, there is. I mean, my organization, all that, like it's a combination of like I don't know. There's another artist that I watch that she says exactly what I'm saying, which is whenever she needs to get something done, she will take on this huge project, like a big organization project or something. Like I've got to clean this whole room because I can't work unless this whole room is clean. And that's sort of how I am. Like, I mean, and that's a procrastination technique.
You're anal.
Yeah, but that is OCD.
Okay. Call it
well, in a way. I mean, I guess I'm not like diagnosed OCD, but I have my things.
You do have your things. I saw something the other day. A meme, and I needed to share it with you.
I love a meme.
Okay. So do you know the term FOMO?
Yes.
Heather really talks about FOMO. I think because she knows some people who have some FOMO.
Uh-huh.
And we've talked about it in our group.
Uh-huh.
Fear of missing out.
Yes.
I can honestly say that in my 20s, I had FOMO.
Yeah, I think we all do because we're young and like dumb and ready to go.
I do not have FOMO now.
No.
I don't want to be invited.
I have.
Okay, hang
on. The word I was going to say was homo. Hope of missing out.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. I don't have FOMO. Okay, I don't have FOMO in the sense I don't want to be invited to your wedding. I don't want to be unless it's a close friend.
Yes, no, it's a close friend or family.
Like, you are not going to hurt my feelings if I have not talked to you in a year and you don't invite me to your wedding.
No, because then I could just see the pictures on Facebook and be like, I am so excited for them.
Yes.
Okay,
So I'm not one of those that's like, "Oh, you hurt my feelings
That
because 10
hurt.
years ago we shared a drink at Sonic." Okay, like, and you didn't invite me to your baby shower or your wedding.
Yeah.
And so I don't
You
have
didn't name them after me?
I don't have FOMO. I'll
No.
tell you something that does hurt me though.
Okay.
I don't like it when people that I really my core group,
Uh-huh.
I don't like it like people I work with, people like you, Jamie, and Heather.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it when I feel like people didn't invite me to something
Yeah, like you're
that,
sort of left out.
well, like, okay, like I feel like I am very inclusive in
Yes,
my
you are.
small group. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna go somewhere, like if I'm gonna go
To a
to a
show
show,
or to
to
the
the
movies.
movies, yeah, if I'm gonna do any of that, even if I might want to be alone or I might want to go alone, or maybe even if I'm going with someone else
Uh-huh.
that maybe I work with, I'm always going to invite
Yeah,
everyone,
your people.
my
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
which
The
is
what your intimates.
like 10 people maybe at the
Yeah.
max.
Yeah.
I'm going to include everybody because
Especially if it's something like that where the more the merrier
well,
is
because
the
here's the
thing.
deal. I my feelings do not get hurt if you say no, you don't want to go,
Yeah.
or you have to work, or you have to do this, or you have plans. My feelings do not get hurt. I want you to know though that I'm thinking of you and that
Mhm.
I am being inclusive.
Yeah, like, I would like you to come if you could. I'd like you to
Correct.
be there. I want to
Like,
spend time with
okay, so on Friday nights, there's times that we go to El Charo's
you. Mhm.
or something. I'm always going to send out a group message and be like, hey, if I know that people are in town that can be last minute, like Jamie doesn't live here
Right.
and Heather has been
Works
working
a
night
weird
shift
schedule,
right now.
yeah.
And so, like, she'll usually tell us, hey, I'm working this weekend. Da, 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 da.
Right.
I'm always going to send a message out, though, to people who live within a 20-minute radius, 15-minute radius, and say, I'm going to El Charo's tonight. Does anybody want to join?
Yeah.
You can tell me no. It is fun, but I'm going to be inclusive to the people that I care about and love.
Yeah.
That is when I get my feelings hurt, though.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if they do something and you're not included, that would hurt my feelings too.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, not like you have to be included in everything, but when it's your close people, you're like, "What, you don't want me there?" You know, like
Correct. And it just kind of like it just kind of that does
that
bother
would,
me.
yeah, that would it yeah,
And I'm not
it
talking
would
about
just
like
a little dig. It's
I'm
not
not
like
talking
something you
about
can't
like
get over.
trips,
No, no.
like big
What, you're having
extravagant
a family vacation and you didn't think
invite
about
me. Yeah.
me?
I'm not talking about big trips, but I'm talking about like
No, going to
going to
dinner.
dinner or going to
Yeah.
do something that, I don't know.
Some sort of get together that's an extracurricular.
I just always feel like if I don't know. So my thing is that I want to be around my core people.
Yeah. It's the most comfortable you can be is,
That's
like,
right.
around
And
those
I want
people.
to spend time with y'all. I want to
Yeah.
make
If
memories
I'm
with y'all.
out, then I at least wanna be with the people that I like.
And so it bothers me, I guess. Again, this is that, Enneagram stuff. It bothers me that people don't do the same.
That they don't think that of you. They're not thinking of you like you think
Well,
of
because it
them.
makes me think, oh, so you only want to be around me when it's convenient
For
for you.
you. And when I ask you.
Correct.
Right. Not you make the effort to hope that I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it that's because
So
it
that's
because it
not,
makes you
I
feel like
wonder
your
what that
friendship is
is.
superficial.
Correct. So I wonder what that is because it's not FOMO.
No, it's just,
So someone needs to come up with a word for this.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah. So back to but so like if we haven't talked in 5 years, 1 year, 6 months even. You
Yeah.
ain't hurt my feelings if you don't
Like,
invite me
if
to
we
something.
don't hang out on a regular
Correct.
basis and
So
talk on a
this
regular
guy
basis.
shared, you'll know who this is.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay. He's an actor.
Weird dude,
He
don't know
said,
his
I
name.
have ROMO, relief of missing out.
Oh, so he had a better word than me, which I said hope of. Relief
ROMO.
of
Relief
Romo.
of missing out. So
Yeah,
I
it is.
definitely am going to use that.
And I guess it's just the older you get, the less you wanna go to things.
And, but here,
Everything costs so
okay,
much money, it's so
but
much
that's what I'm
time,
saying. So I don't like once forced
interactions,
interaction.
and events. Yeah, yeah.
Like I love, and it's so weird to me because if you would have told me in my early 20s, late 20s, that I would thrive and long for days that I don't have anything to do,
Yeah, where you just
I
lay
would
in the
have laughed
bed.
in your face
Me
because
too,
I
please. I was
loved
burning up them streets.
yes. But I now, when I look on my calendar and all
Uh,
I have on Sunday is church,
yes,
lunch with my gal pals and my
yeah,
family,
and
and
then
home
home
to a
to
nap.
nap.
I mean, that is the best. Like,
It is.
I get
It's a
overstimulated.
cozy home
Well,
you
I get
feel.
overstimulated if, for one, I do have to live by a calendar now that Jake is not here, just for the mere fact of I have to keep up. Like,
Yeah,
it's
because
just
used to y'all could tag team.
we could
Now
tag
it's
team and
you.
things like that.
I
It's
mean,
like,
you
what
have
he's
your
doing.
village to tag team,
And
but still.
I take that back. Before Jake got sick, I want to say it was when we moved out here and we were going through the fostering, trying to get Tobin. There was a lot of like Zoom meetings, things like that. And so we actually started a calendar then, me and
And
Jacob.
also, Aubrey was starting to get more
Yes,
into stuff,
involved
and then
and stuff like that.
yeah,
So we did start, but I want to live by a calendar.
yeah. I
Okay.
want to feel comfortable
But
knowing.
I don't want to live off of an agenda.
No, I feel controlled when that happens, and I rebel against that.
Now,
I
are there times that an agenda is necessary?
absolutely.
When we went on our trip, our girls' trip to the very first time we went to Boston, Salem, Plymouth, all of that, we had an agenda. The reason we had to have an agenda is because we wanted to see a lot of things and we wanted to make sure that we fit it all in. However, when I say we had an agenda, we knew where we were going each day. We knew what we wanted to see each day, but we didn't like if things kind of swayed a little bit and we were like, hey, you know what? Like, let's drive down, let's drive down a
To
little
those
further.
lighthouses,
Yeah,
see if you can
like
find
it's
the
okay.
lighthouse.
Like
Yeah,
it is okay to sway from that agenda. Now,
yeah.
when we went to New York, me and my Aunt Christy and a few other people, my Aunt Felicia went. Um,
I didn't get to be blessed to go on that trip.
I
That
wish you
was
had been
pre
on that trip
me,
with me. And
pre me.
yeah. So when we went on that trip, we had a very strict agenda because there is so much you want to see and do.
I know. I can
And
imagine.
so, like, I was okay with having an agenda on those trips.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, in my everyday life, I don't want an agenda.
No, I want to come home and feel like, but see, that's the problem with me. I never come home. I love what I do, and
But
I
you're
love that
home
I
all
get
the
to
time.
be
Yeah, I was
home.
about to say because
And
you're
so
home.
it's just a change of mindset, though. It's not, you don't get that relief of coming home, until you're like, you leave for a few days and you come home. So I have to enjoy it a different way. But it makes me hold up even more. Like it makes me
Yeah,
not even want to
no,
leave my room.
that's why I mean, great. I'm not saying anything against you working from home.
Yeah, it's not for
I
everyone.
don't say anything against people who work from home. It works for you.
Yep.
I don't think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not for
think
everyone.
I I don't think it's a great idea in general. I'm gonna tell you that. I just
I
think
love
that
it.
I know you love it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think that it is important sometimes to get out of your house,
Mhm. But I do that.
to not be with the same people all like
I don't
at
do
work.
that.
Like I think it's important to have like a life outside of your
Interaction outside,
home.
yeah. Well, and the great thing about what we do is that we talk to strangers all day. So it's like we're on the phone with people all
Yeah, I
day.
think that that's everybody who works from home, Jen.
Yeah. I mean, I
I think
like
there's a
the
time and a
interactions that
place
I
for it.
have.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that I mean because there is a time and a place I think that
You
is
have to get
appropriate.
up and get ready. You have to get up and
Well,
like get like
that's
you have to have
correct.
your whole thing. So I do that. I
I
mean, I do
just think
that.
as long as you're disciplined enough
Yeah. It
to
took a while.
do yeah, as I say, because when we first started being friends, Jen, you weren't really on a good regimen of
Well, we would wake up later. Then like we'd get up at like 8:30 or so. Well, I mean, I take that back. So we had to get Micah to school, but once we didn't have to take Micah to school,
yeah.
then it was like, okay, we'll get up at 8.
Yeah, I just don't think that I don't think if you struggle with depression,
No,
things like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
I just don't think it's a great idea
You have to be a
because
self
there's no
motivator.
accountability.
Yes.
Like you're just like, okay, I'll just be by myself.
Well,
'Cause
especially you run our own business. There's accountability if you're working for someone. You are held to something, but for yourself, it's like you better get up and make that money.
well, I sometimes I feel like you're more accountable that way though.
More accountable because you're working for yourself?
Yes, because if you don't work, you don't get paid.
No, but you're accountable to a boss, an outside party, so you have to be self-starter.
Yeah, I just think that I mean, I remember last year I had multiple people try to encourage me to to quit the job that I have now, which I love.
Mhm.
I mean, and granted, like I love my job,
Yeah.
but uh, last year was very hard. Like I barely wanted to do anything. I mean, I did not want to leave the house because of, everything. My anxiety was extremely high. I just wanted to be at home by myself. I didn't want
To be around
I
people.
tell people all the time, grief is super weird, but it is the loneliest time you'll ever go through, and yet you will be surrounded by people.
Yeah, it is
And you
ugh,
don't want it. You don't want to be.
yeah,
You want people there because it makes you feel like
like
you're
you're not
not alone,
alone,
but you also don't
but you
want
want to be
people there either,
alone.
but you want to be
It's
alone.
well, it's like whenever we were here and you were in your room, but we were in your living room, and that was, like,
Oh, yeah,
comforting to you,
there
where
was
it's
a
just like
lot of
people
nights.
in there, but you have your own space where no one's in there.
Yes, no, there was a lot of I remember right when we got home after Jake passed away, I mean, there was a lot of nights that I knew people were here,
Yeah,
and that's what I will never be able to thank the people that were here the most for me during that time because there was no expectations for me.
yeah.
The fact that I was in my bedroom and they were in my living room, making sure my kids were taken care of, the laundry was done, food was cooked for my kids, they were making sure my dogs were fed. That is love right there because
And
let
the
me tell you.
amazing part was that part of that was your kids doing that, you know?
Well, yeah.
Like,
Well, because my kids are freaking
I
amazing, like
know,
rock stars.
so
But what they didn't expect me to be in there.
no, 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 no.
Like that is the
It was so comforting. It's just a comforting feeling to not have to worry about at least
that
that.
is yeah, no, you should
Just
never
existing.
yeah, you are literally just existing. So I just personally think that if I would have quit my job, stayed at home, it would have not been good for
Yeah, it
me.
would've spiraled, yeah, and you wanted to get back to work pretty
I
fast.
was not
Too fast, you weren't
well,
ready.
no, and then I had a mental breakdown.
But you needed to do that right then in order to go through what you went through. You just needed to,
Well,
like
I had to break
yeah,
to
you did because you weren't gonna allow yourself, like, you're just too strong,
mm,
bullheaded.
I'm just too
Got that
mean.
bullheaded spirit. Can't
But
break her. It's like a wild stallion.
I am a wild stallion. That is true.
Oh god.
So obviously this will come out on Monday but we record earlier in the week. And so tomorrow will be 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11. And I
How
mean,
many years has it been? It's 2001. So
2001.
it's
So
24 years.
seriously, where were you? I know we
Okay.
all say this, but
Yeah.
tell us your story.
Okay. So I was working at CBS Radio. I was working at Jack FM, and their offices were off of 183 and Mockingbird, and so I had to drive through downtown through 30 and 630, all that stuff, 30 and 35. And so I was right by the World Trade Center at Dallas when that happened, and I was scared to death because there are airplanes in the sky. So then you're like, "Oh my god," because I'm stuck in traffic. We're
Yeah.
gridlocked. We're going nowhere. And then I was at the radio station and they let us go early, but I was at the radio station. We were just all glued to the TVs because we had a million of them. And I was at a radio station, so it was just like everyone. It was just so there's nothing. You didn't do anything else but think about that. So,
So I was a freshman in high school, which I mean,
mhm.
granted, I know we always joke about our age difference, but it is not, it's not funny. But it's like a different perspective,
Yeah.
because I was a freshman in high school. I'll never forget this. I was in first period of Miss Elmore's class,
Mhm.
and I remember I remember her turning her computer on because obviously we didn't have TVs as that. But I
Yeah.
remember her turning like something on on her computer.
Mhm.
And I remember she was like, "Oh my gosh." And it was like the second plane had just hit.
Oh, yeah.
And this is it shows like your perception of everything, like as a kid, like what you think.
Mhm.
So in my head, I will never forget. All these boys were running around. Mind you, as a freshman.
Yeah.
So in my school, I went to a small school. And so we're all freshmen through 12th grade is all in one like
Yeah, you're
I
all
had
together all the
sophomores. I'm
time.
pretty sure I mean, juniors in my first period class. So,
Right.
like, and I'll never forget a guy saying, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to enlist and go to war."
Yeah, that
And
was
I
immediate.
remember, like, crying
Yeah, because you think, "Oh my god, these
because
are all my friends."
I was thinking about my boy
All your
cousins,
friends and
and, like, in my
family.
head, I was thinking of, like,
My nephew did enlist.
Pearl Harbor, like, where it was, like, no option. Like, if you were an
Yeah, I
18-year-old boy, you
know.
went, like, and I remember that, and of course, we know, we're very respectful, and we're not gonna talk bad about this because we all could. I know everybody has their opinions about 9/11.
Mhm.
Fact of the matter is that it was tragic, many
Yeah.
people died, and it was so traumatic. I mean,
Yeah.
I will never skip over a 9/11 documentary.
Yeah, no, it just is like, man, just to remember, like, I remember that day we came home from work early and, the president was gonna do a speech, and so my husband at the time was doing this karate class with this guy who created this Okinawan type of karate, and he taught
Mhm,
it to the military, so it was
mhm.
very, like, very few people.
Private,
Yeah,
yeah.
private, and Justin was sort of his protege. Well, Justin was supposed to go and do that with him that night. Well, he called him because I was like, "Please don't go, like,
Yeah.
don't leave me." Like, and he called him and told him, and that guy lost his mind on Justin, and they quit being friends because of that.
Well, it was such a scary time. I mean,
Yes, it was like,
because
"I don't know what's happening.
you
Stay
were an
home with
adult,
me."
and that's what you
Yeah,
felt.
I was like,
I
"Stay
was
here
a
with me. I love
freshman in
you."
high school, and I remember feeling so scared. Like,
Yeah, we weren't married. We
I
were
mean,
just
I just felt like like we were at war. And I
Yes,
mean,
immediately, like,
I
immediately thought of that.
I now, like, of course, with social media and, TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah,
whatever platform you prefer. I mean, if you get on there now, like, I love seeing the interviews from kids who
uh
I shouldn't say love, but like
no, it's
who
interesting
it's
to see.
interesting to see the kids who lost parents in 9/11.
Yeah.
And one of the interviews I saw the other day was one of the pilot's daughters.
Uh-huh.
She did an interview the other day, and it was
Yeah.
just so
Touching.
sad. I mean, it
Yeah.
really, and then in my head, like, okay,
'Cause you think our lives are changed? Think of them, like
yes. Well, in New York alone, like, okay, we know people hate New York, whatever. You love New York, hate New York, whatever. I personally am a fan of New York. When we went, we did the
I don't
9.
have an opinion yet because I haven't been.
Okay, well, I'm taking you,
I know,
and
we're
I'm telling
going.
you, when we went, and
Maybe
my
for my 50.
my Aunt Christy can vouch for this, my Aunt Felicia can vouch for this. The 9/11 Museum
That's
Memorial
what I was gonna ask, like,
was the most, mind you, I've not really traveled. I
you
just
gone to
started
all the
well, I
things.
just started traveling
Right.
in my 30s.
Yes.
I am telling you, I cried, and I'm not a crier, but I
Yeah.
cried so much during that memorial, like, just, like, seeing all the names listed
Mhm.
and, like, all the just the it
It gives you a lump in your throat. It's like being at the wall in Washington, it's
yeah,
the
I mean,
same.
it's
It's like
just
it's so
because
somber.
I think because it, and I'm not saying, like, for me, I love history, I'm not very good at history,
Yeah, but your mom is
but my mom is a
history
history buff. I'm surrounded by
and your dad.
my dad's a history buff. The person I work with that is I'm extremely close to, like my brother, he loves history. So, like, I'm surrounded with all these history people.
Yeah.
And so I know that things like Pearl Harbor makes me sad. Like, when I
Yeah.
think about Pearl Harbor, I just get very emotional.
Yeah.
When I think about freaking the Holocaust, like,
Yeah.
I mean, me and my kids are super weird. Like, we have weird coping mechanisms. So we
Mhm.
watch The Boy in the Striped Pajamas
Oh, yeah.
casually,
Oh,
and I just cry every time thinking about what they went through.
yeah.
And I I think for me, though, because 9/11 happened when we were
Forming into adults.
correct.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like a first big, huge
it's weird to me to think that
event.
that's in someone's history book now,
I
though.
know, right?
Like, my kids, it's
No,
in their
yeah.
history book.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think for us, it was the first time, I mean, for me, I mean, I don't, you didn't, there wasn't anything that you really
I mean, we had the Iraq war, you know? I'm trying to think,
It was just
like
extremely
Operation
traumatic.
Desert Storm,
It was
Saudi Arabia.
extremely traumatic watching
Yeah.
that.
No, because especially, like, being in my car and just being like, "Oh my god, what's
The
happening?"
eerie, like, just
Yeah, because
knowing that
every it was like everyone was silent and, in traffic in Dallas downtown, but it was just like everyone was just, like, in a daze in their
well, and for
car.
once and this is the thing, Jen and I are never gonna talk politics on here because for one, we
Mm-mm.
don't know very much about
No,
politics,
I
so we're
don't know
never gonna
enough.
say, and we're actually never gonna talk about,
Just tired of the hate.
we're not gonna talk about what we believe in, what we don't believe in,
Yeah.
because Jen and I believe that if you wanna believe in something, you believe in it.
Yeah.
Like,
More power,
we are
sister.
not gonna hate you because of that. We are not gonna I mean, I'm not gonna get in a debate with anybody about stuff,
Mm.
but my thing is that in that moment, I felt like truly that we were united in how we
Mhm.
felt
Yeah, it
as
was
a
like that
country.
is yeah, because it was so major. Oh, I know what it was. It was Oklahoma City bombing.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
I
was a
do
singer
remember.
in high
See,
school. I was a singer in
I
high
do
school.
remember the Oklahoma City bombing only because my mom was pregnant with my baby sister Alden.
Mhm, 95.
Yes, and my mom was at home,
Mhm.
and she'll tell this story, and she's gonna listen because my mom listens every
Mm.
day. I mean, every episode. But my mom was home, and, she had Alden the next day after the Oklahoma City bombing,
Yeah.
and all this is
The other
terrible.
thing is Waco, that's the other
Well,
big
see,
thing.
but Waco
I know it's
I
not the
mean,
same
I'm not
tragedy, but it's
saying
a
that it's not
no,
tragedy,
it's a
but
different
I'm
kinda
saying
tragedy. It's a culty tragedy, but it's still
correct, but I'm
yeah.
saying Oklahoma City bombing was
Oh, yeah.
traumatic,
So
and all I can think of when I think of Oklahoma City bombing, this is gonna be terrible,
mm-mm.
is the Garth Brooks. Remember the song he did for the Oklahoma City bombing?
Yes.
And it was
And
like
I had
and it
had them talking
and it had them
and
talking, and it had, like, the firemen carrying that
yes.
baby out. Oh my god.
I had that newspaper. Probably
I
still have that
okay.
newspaper cover.
So I have something that is super cool. So when my and we'll wrap it up after this, but but, um
Such a high note.
sorry. Well, I mean, come on, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
life.
it's life and it's something that's
Relevant.
I
It's
mean,
irrelevant.
and
Yeah.
important that
Yeah.
we always remember those people that died in 9/11 and that we always, memorialize them
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
what makes me mad about people is they don't I think people think that they shouldn't bring up tragedy,
Yeah.
but honestly, people who've lost people want you to talk about that person,
Yeah.
want you to
It's a
talk
different
about I mean, it is a
perspective
different perspective, and
because it's
you want to
uncomfortable.
keep their memory alive, and no, did we know anyone that was killed in 9/11? No, but my gosh, I mean, like, as
I
a
bet you the
world
people that listen to us do,
but yeah, I mean, we sat and prayed. I mean, I remember as a classroom, we sat around and prayed that whole Miss Elmore's whole class.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
But I what was I saying?
We were gonna wrap it up, but you were gonna say something else. Oh.
We're talking about Oklahoma City bombing. Oh, so growing up, my grandma Kitty and my Papa Newman had this book, and it's a big red book, and it is the front pages of every New York Times from
Mm.
the 1900s to I mean, it's like I think 2000s maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Like
it.
mid-2000s,
I
because
don't
that would be
remember.
2001 that happened.
Yeah, I mean, well, but
Not
9/11's
oh, we're talking about
not. I'm
95,
talking about. So that's
city
what I'm saying.
bombing, yeah.
So I think it goes to 1999.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed with that book. So every time I'd go to my grandma and papa's
Oh,
house,
I could just
I would pull
see
that
you.
book off the shelf and I would just sit there and look through all the because it was like,
It is the
glamour.
front page
It's the front
too.
pages of every New York Times, and I was just obsessed with it.
That would be pretty cool
And
to have,
well,
actually.
so when my one Christmas, I want to say it was right, my grandmother passed away in 2014. And I wanna say it was like 2010, 2011, something like that. For Christmas, she gave me that book and wrote
Oh.
along like, "This book belongs to Ashton," because she always sat and write and I have that book, and
Oh,
it is
how
still
fun. We'll have
I
to look at
still look at that
it.
book, but that picture is in
Uh-huh.
that book.
Yeah, I mean, so, like, I can just see it, it's burned into my eyes.
There's also a good documentary about that came out a couple of years ago, and
Because that
it's
was
really good
right before
because
graduation.
you know me,
You
I'm
loved
obsessed
all
with
that
a
stuff.
documentary,
Mhm.
like Waco, Ruby Ridge. I mean, we could go
Mhm.
on and on about some tragedies.
Yeah, we really could.
So, anyways, but sorry, tonight's been a little solemn. I mean, we
I
need that
mean,
sometimes, and we just
just
want everybody,
things going on that, you got to just like
what's really
press
sad to
through.
me is that people who may or may not listen to us, I don't know, weren't even alive during 9/11.
I mean, Aubrey's like, my friends love your.
That's my 13-year-old. I'll never forget when Tori Tori, I'm gonna catch y'all on this one. So Tori used to work with me. She's my, she left me, whatever. I'm not good at it.
Abandoned.
I have abandonment issues, but okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll never forget one day me and another coworker were talking, and I said something about JonBenet Ramsey's like murder or something, and she goes, "Who is that?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I am done."
Yeah, because that one, I
But
mean,
there are people
wait, how
who
old is
don't.
she?
Tori's 26.
I guess that's right.
I mean,
God.
she might have been alive when it happened, but she
That
doesn't
too,
remember it. But she
yeah,
was like a
yeah.
baby.
But you just think of it, it's talked about all the time still, all through these years.
But
I guess when you're
if
not
you
into
don't know,
that,
but if you don't know, I mean, like to me, I need that salt.
yeah, I need to know.
I
need
need
more
to know
details.
who killed JonBenet Ramsey. I'm telling you, there are murders. Again, we'll wrap this up because I know we're behind.
I know,
But let me
still.
tell you, there is about 5 things that I need solved.
Yeah.
Before I die.
Okay.
The Cecil, the girl at the Cecil Hotel.
Yes.
The elevator girl.
Yes.
That was found in the drum. How did she get in there? Who killed her?
Yes.
Okay. JonBenet Ramsey.
Yes.
I don't remember the rest.
Elvis?
No,
Maybe?
Elvis is still alive. We know that. I believe in that theory. I don't think he really
That's
died.
a good one though. Is what do you
So what is
like what before you die?
What is something that's not solved that you want solved before you die?
Yeah,
and I do have a few. I have a few saved because there is some weird. This is my thing. Someone out there knows what happened to someone.
Yes.
Because I do not believe that you could commit a crime like that. You could not, I don't believe that you could commit and make someone disappear.
Yeah.
And carry that to your grave by yourself. I know you've shared that with someone.
It would take a real evil person. You always,
I believe,
and it's so weird because they always end up telling like their cellmate.
I know.
Like
they so I truly believe that there are people out there who know what happened to certain people.
Yeah.
And the fact that that person is such a coward that they can't come forward really just ticks me off. Because I'm like, how do you even live with yourself if you know something about somebody's disappearance, murder, anything like that?
Just like
how
Casey
do you,
Anthony? Like,
don't even. I have so much.
Her being on social media.
I'm like,
make a
you
post like she's a life coach. She's a life coach and advocate. I just about fell out of my chair when I saw that. You will
never, and I don't care who hates me. Karens, go right ahead. You will never.
I don't think anybody's gonna hate you about hating on Casey Anthony.
Me that she did not do that.
No, she was those phone calls. I know entitlement when I hear it.
You do not.
She didn't give a crap about what's happening. Oh my God.
While your daughter is missing.
No, you are in agony. Grief and agony. You think
even
of
what's her
else.
face in the 80s, that Sharon, what's her face, that went on live TV and said that a kidnapper got in her car and killed her, took her 2 kids and drowned them in the car. Remember?
Yes.
What was her name?
I do not remember.
Sharon, I think.
I do not remember.
And then come to find out, she did it.
But
she at least went on the news
tried to throw them off the track,
everybody off
throw them off the scent. But that's the same as this people with the baby that she acted like that somebody tried to said Allah and knocked her upside the head.
Tracy Anthony did it.
I mean, oh yeah. I mean, that's just a given.
I will never forget because I'm a Nancy Grace girl.
No, you are. I can't watch her very long.
I love me some Nancy Grace.
She's too interruptive, even though I'm exactly the same.
I love me some Nancy Grace. If I could be anybody in this world, it would be Nancy Grace. I want
okay, one time for Halloween, we need you to dress
I am going to dress up as Nancy Grace. And yes, I know this will make some people hate me, and I'm okay with that because you know what? Peace out.
We can't all like all the same thing.
I love Nancy Grace. And I will never forget watching, I was working for hospice at the time of the Casey Anthony trial. And I was sitting in a patient's house and she was obsessed.
Oh,
Because
so you
just
got
because you're
to-
on hospice doesn't mean you're dying that
No.
day. Okay. I had patients on hospice for a year and I'll never forget this one patient. And she watched it with me. We would sit there and we watch it. And when
What
she
a
was
special
found not
time.
guilty, we both were so mad. She loved Cokes too, and she made me a Coke float. It was the best thing ever. I miss that little lady. Peace out. I can't even say her name because I'm sure it'll break some roll.
Yeah.
All right. Next time.
Well, this is why we can't have a podcast. But I mean, it was
Sorry.
It was sad, but also great. So, you know,
I mean, isn't that our lives?
I mean, it really is sad and great.
I mean, we're just
sad and great.
We're just
let's make shirts that say sad and great. That's our new motto. Sad and great.
Sad and great.
We're sad and great, guys.
All right, like, follow, share.
Like, follow, share. Hey, hey, you know what? I do want to say leave us a review because if you review us, more people are going to start seeing us. So I think that's our next goal is to start
we need some reviews. Got it.
Yeah, so we would love it if you would.
Love to leave a review.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you next time with some more humor, I'm sure, because, you know, this was a little dark.
Enjoy your sweater weather. Enjoy your sweater weather.
It's going to be warm again.
Oh, no.
Bye.
Why'd you gotta kill my buzz, man?
Because I'm mean like that.
This is Ashton.
And this is Jen.
And this is why we can't have a podcast.